10 Advice from Abraham Lincoln for young people who want to be rich and successful. Abraham Lincoln was an American statesman and lawyer who served as the 16th President of the United States from March 1861 until his assassination in April 1865. Lincoln led the United States through the American Civil War, its bloodiest war, and perhaps its greatest moral, constitutional, and political crisis, and he is being regarded as one of the most successful leaders the world has ever seen. During his life, Abraham Lincoln gave different advice that can help you to be rich and successful. In this video, we are going to be sharing with you 10 of the most inspiring advice of Abraham Lincoln on how you can be rich and successful. Number 9 is very important, so try and watch this video till the end. If you're new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Advice number 1. The best way to predict your future is to create it. It's amazing how many young people make themselves to believe that someone owes them something, while in reality, nobody does. After birth, cats, dogs, fish, birds, and other animals only depend on their parents for a few days or weeks. These creatures have no government and less intelligent, yet they become independent within few days or weeks. Compare them to the human race, and you'll see that we've missed something, and that's our ability to look inward. Listen, you are not weak. Humans are not helpless. We make ourselves so. As long as you wish someone should help you to create your future, you've got no future. What do I advise you to do? Look at the mirror and assume that you don't have parents and you don't have government. What would you do if you are solely responsible for your life? Go ahead and do just that. Number 2. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Most young people are always complaining about the fact that life isn't easy. But wait, how did you get the idea that life should be easy? Probably in the movies. Aside movies, nothing in life gives us the impression that life should be easy. I have a good advice for you. Take some time out to study the biographies of great people in history. Study particularly their first 30 years, and your life will change for it, because you'll suddenly see the true picture of the life we are in. If you study the lives of the successful people, you'll notice that they are nothing but stubborn warriors who decided to fight through several obstacles. When you reach the end of your rope and all hope seems gone, simply hang on there. Never give up or pity yourself, because you are fighting a good fight. Number 3. Get books. Sit yourself down anywhere and go to reading them yourself. Over the last 1 decade, I have studied the lives of several great and successful people, from business to politics to science. Most of these people are very different from one another. Some are men, while others are women. Some are tall, while others are short. Some are white, while others are black. But again and again, I've noticed one trait every single successful individual has, and that's the love of knowledge. I'm yet to see a successful individual who is not curious. Reading books, listening to audio training programs, watching educative videos are what will become part of your daily life if you truly desire success. But why is this important? I'll tell you. You see, knowledge is like light. The more you know, the farther you can go. If you take the pains to read the books your mates are not reading, you'll know what they don't know. If you know what most people don't know, you can achieve what they can never achieve. Mark Twain said, "The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read." Number 4. In the end, it's not the years in your life that counts. It's the life in your years. Until you know the story of Martin Luther King Jr., merely hearing his name, you'll assume he lived 80 years, but he never celebrated his 40th birthday. So many people pray for a long life, but it's a waste of time. No matter how long you wish to live, it's still a short period of time. The only way to truly live is to live. Don't just exist, live. Don't be passive about life. Be active. Don't waste your time expecting someone to help you. Get out and create your own life. Dream, dare, and exploit. Whatever your heart desires now that you're young, go for it. Remember, you're not going to be young for a long time. It doesn't matter how long you exist. It only matters if you truly live. Number 5. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. I've heard many people accusing millennials of entitlement mentality, and there's a part of that accusation that's very true. So many young people I've met simply don't understand how life works. Now, let me tell you, nobody truly cares about you. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Waiting for a better government, a better economy, or your parents to help you is a waste of your time and your life. Things don't come to people. People go out and fight for whatever they desire. Determine what you desire out of life and go for it. Fight your way through, because that's the only way to succeed. Number 6. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. I was born in one of the worst conditions you can ever imagine. But when I was 17, I told myself, it doesn't matter how and where I was born. It only matters how I will live. Stop making excuses about what you lack. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is your resolution to succeed. Stop stopping yourself. Number 7. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. I had experienced more failures in the last 1.5 decades than most people will ever experience in their lifetime. But does it really matter? Anthony Robbins said, "There's no failures, there are only learning." Remember, you are not depressed, unhappy, or sad because of what happens to you. Your emotions is determined by how you interpret what happens to you. If you think you failed, then you have. If you think you've learned a new thing and become smarter, then you'll be happy about your life and failures. Number 8. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. Tell me what your problems are, and I assure you there are hundreds of people who have overcome far more than what you're facing right now. If you understand this, your strength will be renewed. That some people with many disadvantages have overcome all and become successful is an evidence that you too can do the same. Stop pitying yourself. Be courageous and fight for your dreams. Number 9. Leave nothing for tomorrow, which can be done today. At the end of it all, none of us has a life. All we have is a time. If you're young and waste time, you're not to be respected, because you will end up as a failure in life. Gossip, TV, movies, reality shows, social media, these are all interesting things. But sorry, you won't achieve your dreams by enjoying interesting things. Exchange pleasure for pains. Do the hard things. Eat the ugly frogs. Be disciplined. Do what you know you should do, not what you feel like doing. Number 10. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Above all, you must cherish preparation. Don't be deceived. Things don't happen overnight. Athletes don't become superstars after a year of training. Scientists don't make discovery or invention after a month of trying. Entrepreneurs don't build $1 million company in 1 year. Many of these great success you admire took years and decades of secret preparations and hard work before the world could see them. Endure the time of preparation and never give up. In summary, if you want to become rich and successful in life, don't wait for anyone to create your future for you. Be persistent when things are tough. Read good books. Don't just exist, live. Dear life and attempt great things. Don't wait for things to happen. Get out and get things done. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. Failure is the name of the road that leads to success. Get used to it. Remember, many people with worse situations than yours have achieved success. Don't give up. Your time is your life. Don't squander it. Be willing to invest some years into your dream because good things take time. You enjoyed this video, didn't you? We'd love to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we have picked for you to enjoy next. We love you. Ten advice from Socrates for young people who want to be rich and successful. Socrates was a classical Greek philosopher credited as one of the founders of Western philosophy and as being the first moral philosopher of the Western ethical tradition of thought. As a philosopher, Socrates saw what no one did and gave some very good advice no one in his era gave. In this video, we are going to be sharing with you 10 of the most inspiring advice of Socrates, which will be useful for you if you want to be rich and successful in life. Number 4 is very important, so try and watch this video till the end. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Number 1. Know thyself. When I was age 13, I wondered why everyone loved to be an employee. At age 15, I started my first business, and for the first time in my life, I knew myself. I discovered that I loved selling, or should I say, I loved to see money coming from other people's hands into mine. Making money seemed like eating food to me, and for the first time, I had a sense of what I will do with my life. I know myself. Because I know myself, at age 21 and 6 months, I ran away from school, where I was being taught how to be an accountant. I told myself, I won't be happy as an accountant because I'm an entrepreneur. Look around you and see how common poverty is. Look at how much depression and sadness human beings go through in their daily life. Who should we blame for this? Our inability to know ourselves. Albert Einstein wrote, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it would live its whole life believing that it is stupid." You are a genius, but if you live your entire life pursuing what you're not created for, you'll struggle and look stupid. What's the way out? Know thyself. Know your weaknesses and strength. Don't struggle with your weaknesses or try to turn them to strength. Focus on your strength. Experiment with different things and listen to your heart. Whatever you feel like you are in paradise doing, that's what you're created to do. Spend more time to learn how you can make a living from such a thing, and you'll live the rest of your life in paradise. You may not know science, but know thyself. You may not know art, but know thyself. You may not know math, but know thyself. Number 2, beware of the barrenness of a busy life. Almost everyone in our world today is busy with work and pursuits of life, but it's a big trap. Jim Rohn said, Work harder on yourself than you work on your job. Busyness isn't the same thing as productivity, and in fact, it can lead to your barrenness. The reason why this is possible is because your mind is the driver of your life. No man is bigger than the size of his mind. When people are busy working, pursuing, and running, oftentimes they hardly have time to nourish their minds. Unnourished minds is like unwatered flower. Don't just get busy. Get busy doing the right thing. Okay, what then is the right thing? The remaining advice from Socrates will show you what they are. Let's continue. Number 3. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. I started cherishing books when I was around age 17, and I advise every young person to do the same. But why should you bother yourself to read boring pages of books when you can enjoy yourself on social media? Here it is. A book is the name of a place where people who have traveled far meet others who are planning to travel to give them a map. In other words, a book is a place where people who have achieved certain level of success share their lessons, thoughts, and insights with people who are preparing to achieve similar success. I find reading so fascinating because I can learn from the mistakes of others simply by reading. This in turn helps me to make lesser mistakes because I've learned from others' mistakes. In the previous advice, Socrates warned against the barrenness of busyness. One of the things that happen when people are too busy is that they have no time to read, to nourish their minds. This in turn makes them ordinary, empty human beings who have little or no nutrients in their minds to think, create, or innovate. Don't fall into this trap. Take the pain to read good books if you want to have a good life. If you're too lazy to read, like myself these days, you can turn to audiobooks and listen to books. Number 4. An unexamined life is not worth living. Most people write examinations in schools and take them serious. Those who have jobs write reports about their works or departments, and they know that's very serious. How many people spend 5 minutes in a month to examine their lives? Take for instance, according to a study, an average American spends 11 hours every day of the first quarter of 2018 consuming media from the TV, movies, and the internet. This figure is too crazy to be believed, and you can be sure most of these guys will never believe they waste half of such time because they are not examining their lives. What have I achieved today? How many books have I read this month? What actions have I taken towards my goals this week? Those are the questions every young person going anywhere meaningful will ask often. Number 5. They are not only idle who do nothing, but they are idle also who might be better employed. Being busy doing the wrong thing is as bad as idleness. How many things are you doing daily which have no contribution to your goals in life? Number 6. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Henry Ford said, thinking is the hardest thing therein, and that's why most people don't do it. Don't be a victim of what psychologists call social proof, which is the art of following the crowd. Pause and ask questions. Think, and don't be afraid of moving against the crowd. Number 7. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. I read the autobiography of Bill Clinton when I was a teenager, and something shocked me. Here it is. Clinton read 300 books in 2 years and continued his life as a crazy knowledge seeker. At a point in his life, he was 50 years older than his real age because he couldn't engage people without them wondering how he got such a mind. The world can't stop such a man because he knows more than them all. Knowledge, above all things, holds the key to life's progress and success. Above all things, seek to be knowledgeable. Number 8. Be slow to fall into friendship, for when thou art in, continue firm and constant. I've had some wonderful friends, and I appreciate God for sending them my way. But it's not as simple as that, because we become who we associate with. Friends, therefore, needs to be taken very serious. Be slow to let people into your life. Be slow to commit. But after you've decided that someone is good for your life, watering the friendship is very important. Number 9. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. While dreaming big is good and encouraged, having fun as you pursue your dream is important. Looking around to appreciate what you have will make you appreciate God. And this attitude will propel you to enjoy what you desire when you finally get it. Number 10. Let him that will move the world first move himself. You ever see corrupt people blaming corrupt politicians? You ever see a liar judging a thief? You've ever seen people who wish the world changes, but who never changed? If you ever dream of making the world a better place, you have to start from yourself. You must be what you wish the world be. In summary, if you want to be rich and successful in life, know thyself. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Seek knowledge to improve your mind. Examine your life regularly to check your excesses. Read good books to know how to become a better person. Beware of the barrenness of a busy life. Don't waste time, because that's what life is made of. Remember, doing the wrong thing is as bad as being idle. Choose your friends carefully and be committed to whoever you choose. To change the world, change thyself first. You enjoyed this video, didn't you? We would like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we have picked for you to enjoy next. We love you. Ten advice from Donald Trump for young people who want to be rich and successful. A successful entrepreneur, a real estate king, a television celebrity, and the President of the United States. You may like him or hate him, but you can't deny that Donald Trump is a great guy. And of course, he has some really cool things to teach the young generation. In this video, we are going to be sharing with you 10 of the most inspiring advice from Donald Trump on how you can be rich and successful. Advice number 6 is very important, so make sure you watch this video till the end. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Advice number 1. Do not associate with negative people. If there's a single thing you should learn as a young person who wish to become rich and successful in life, that single thing should be never hang out with the pessimist. Unfortunately, our world is filled with the pessimists. Too many people don't believe in themselves nor others. Hanging out with these people will only make you like them. So what's the way out? Be conscious of people you associate with. Disconnect yourself